Masechet Menahot Daf Sadi Bet Amud Aleph, 3 lines down by the Mishnah. Kol korbanot hasibur en bahen smicha. Community korbanot do not need smicha. Chutz min hapara ba'al kol mitzvot, except for the bull that comes for the mitzvot, which is referring to the special hatat when Beti makes a mistake in the error ruling and Bnei Israel follows it. Kol palam davar Masechet Horayot. V'seder mishleach, and the korban that's used for the Avodah Yom Kippur when they send it over the cliff. Rabbi Shimon which one says, Af Seira Avodat Chachamim. Also the goat used if Bnei Yisrael does Avodah Zarah. Kol Korban Yachid Yonus Micha. All private Korban needs Micha. Chus min HaBachor v'Maaser HaPesach. Except for the Bachor, Maaser, and Korban Pesach, they all do not. Meheresh, and regarding to an heir, a person who inherits his father's Korban, so Mechidas Micha, Mavin Zachem, brings in Zachem, Umemari also is able to do Timura, which is making an illegal substitution. It is considered an illegal substitution and it doesn't work. Tirbanan. Korbanot sibur and behen smicha. Community korbanot does not need smicha. Chutz mipara ba'al mitzvot, except for the pam davar. V'asiri avodah chavim in the avodah zarah community or korban. Did Rishon Kohen Shimon Rabbi Dami says asiri avodah chavim in smicha. No, community avodah zarah korbanot does not need smicha. But me avit hachlema we should bring instead. Sem shliach the male goat for avodah zarah. I mean that's what I have to bring instead in the list. The Gemara says obvious question. What do you mean? Don't bring it. Why did they bring me a new korban? It's required. The Gemara says, "Amar Ravina." No, community shitz mi chos zibur. The answer is yes. We have a tradition that there are two separate korbanot for community korbanot, and that's why we needed to replace it. Amar Rabbi Shimon, which one says to Yehuda, "Avalo en smicha ba'avalim." The smicha on the owner, v'azeh Aaron b'nav smichin lo. And regarding to the Kohen Gadol korban, Aaron, the Kohen Gadol does it himself. Amar lo, and Rabbi Yehuda says, "Rabbi Shimon, af zeh Aaron b'nav kaprin." Well, it's true. It is a goat. I Yom Kippur. The Kohen Gadol gets kapara. Maybe it says that just when they each go into one reason. It says v'chiparat min dash lekodesh. You should get kapara for the kodesh. The zel name of him refers to the kodesh kodeshim. But all moed ze echad. This is referring to the echad. Mibbeach kamashma. Mibbeach zamazbeach. Yachaperet is they get kapara. Elo azot refers to the avrot due for the in the Chaser. Kohanim refers to Kamash, referring to the Kohanim. Al Kol Ha'am HaKahal Eli Yisrael is refers to Bnei Israel. The Chaper this refers to the Leviim. Hoshvu Kulam the Chapera Achad. This teaches that all Jews are equated regarding sin kapara. Shem Kaprim B'Seir Mishleach. Everybody gets kapara for the Yom Kippur Korban from the sin of the clip and Azazel. There be that going to be that. Rabbi Shimon says no. Kishem Shetam B'Sayim Yisrael Frim K'Mechavah Yisrael Chaldom just like the blood of the goat in Yom Kippur. That's inside the Echal, not the cliff one. Gets kapara for Bnei Israel for if they violated the Bet HaMikdash with Tum'ah. Kach Dama Par Mechaper Kohanim so the bull blood for the Kohanim for Tum'ah also does for the same thing. Shem Sheshvu Kishem Shevidu Yisrael Shleach Mechaper Yisrael which is like the confession that we do over the smicha on the goat and Azazel does kapara for Bnei Israel for other avirot. Kach we do Shul Kapara Mechaper Mechal Kohanim Shal the confession on the bull also gets kapara for Kohanim for other avirot. Rabbi Shimon Havadai Hushvu. Now, according to Shimon, even he would agree that it's equated. So how can you say that no Yom Kippur korban is for the Jews themselves? The Gemara says in Hushvu, yes, they're equal. They b'nei kapara, no, they both get kapara. Miu kol had v'chad mekamer shon. However, each group has their own way of getting kapara. Regarding the violations of being in the Beit HaMikdash or touching holy stuff while tameh, Yisrael mechaper b'dam masayim shleim shleim. They get kapara from the goat that's on inside the echal. The Kohanim before the Sharon and the Kohanim do the bull of Aaron. B'shar avirot through other avirot. Elu be'elu mechaper we do the same shleich. Both of them will get kapara through the goat that's sent to Azazel. Rabbi Shimon according to Rabbi Shimon b'shar avirot nami Kohanim vidu b'chapara Kohanim. Regarding other avirot, the Kohanim also get kapara through confessions over the bull. Like Mishnah says, Echad Yisrael ve'echad Kohanim ve'echad Kohen Mashiach. Non-Kohanim, Kohanim, and the Kohen Gadol all get kapara through the Azazel goat. Ma ben Yisrael Kohanim Kohen Mashiach. So if that's the case, what's the difference between these kapara processes for the people, different people? The bull gets kapara for the Kohanim for Tumah violations of the Bet HaMikdash and holy things, while the blood of the inner goat is for non-Kohanim. Rabbi Shimon says no. Shem Shadam Chaser, just like the blood of the goat of the Yom Kippur, the inside is for Yisraelim. Kach Dam Apar Mechabel Grim, so the blood of the bull, that's for the Kohanim. Shem Shividu Shaser Mishleach Mechabel, just like the confession of the goat is for Bnei Israel's other sins. Kach Vidu Shapar Mechabel Grim, so the bull for the Kohanim's other sins. Okay, Tanbran. Vesam Mechuz Iknei Adet Yidehem Al Rosh Hapar. The old people, the elderly, the Zaknim of the Bnei Israel shall lean their hands in the bow. Teaches you part of Tmicha, only a bull needs Tmicha. The end say the goats do not need Tmicha, right? The leaning of the hands. The beat, that's according to the beat. Yehuda. Rabbi Shimon says, part of Tmicha is named the bull needs Tmicha by the elders. The end say don't Tmicha, the goats of Avodah Zarah do not. The Baron except for the Kohen. Rabbeinu Vistira. High when Aaron says lean his hand on the live goat, teaches high town smicha. The live Azazel goat needs smicha, which excludes the NCA of the Chavim. Smicha, the goat for Avodah Zarah does not need smicha. Okay? There we can do each one says no, high town smicha by Aaron. Azazel goat needs smicha by Aaron Cohen. The NCA of the Chavim tend smicha by Aaron, but the goats of Avodah Zarah do not need smicha by Aaron Cohen. Ella Zakrim belong by the Zakrim. Stira. Gemara says, "Amar Shashat." No, Tisbra the Hach Kamaita Mitasai. You think that first part is correct? Ha Amar Bishimon Smicha Balimidam. We know that Rabbi Shimon says you need it by the owners. So therefore, how can a kohen do smicha on a community korban? Ella Teres Hach to explain the Brayta as follows. Ha Par when it says the bull part of smicha means bull in smicha. The answer of Chachamim means smicha excludes a goat does not mean smicha. Okay. Divrei Rabbi Yehuda according to Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Shimon says. Hi, the live one. Hi, town Tmicha Baron. The live as go with Tmicha Baron. The NCA of Rachavim town Tmicha Baron, but not the male goats do not need Farazani Tmicha Baron. Okay. As a king, rather the Tmicha is not by the old people, the elders, the Zakanim. Ba'achi Kam Marley Rishon, and therefore the Ridash, what you're going to tell me to be is Sira of Rachavim, Baus Micha, the goats of the Zara would need Tmicha. Vish Mielach, the Lobai Tmicha, and if you heard they don't need Tmicha, Baron Hush Mielach, that's referring to Aharon Zani Tmicha. That exclusion is done by the goat, by referring to it as a live goat. Okay. According to Rabbi, why don't he excludes the Avodah Zarah goats from with the pasuk? We know if there's a tradition, meaning we already know that there's a knowledge that we need two separate ones. When it says Gir Svama, no, that's just bringing a proof from the pasuk, alluding to the fact that we have it, but not necessarily we don't. It's true that we know already. Rabbi Shimon say over Chavim Abayas Michavina. How do we know that the goats are that needs micha at all? Nafkila mitan in the farm brataya. This machido Rosh Zair. Pasuk says he shall lead the Nasi shall lean his hands on the goat of on the head of the goat. That even the goat of Nachshon bin Aminadab by the inaugural Hatar of the Midash of the Heichal of the Mishkan also needs micha. Did we agree that? No. The Rabbot Seir Abul Chavim needs micha to include the goat of Avodah Zarah for smicha. The Hashayar Bishon Rishon says Kol Hadash Nichnas Damal Hifnim do not smicha. Any hatat that the blood goes into the Heichal needs smicha, including the Avodah Zarah goat. Why we've mentioned the pasuk that we say, oh, Rabbi Shimon used to say. Why didn't he say that? The Gemara says, Siman Abama, let's just remember it. So that's the case. Just say that the goat for the Beit HaMikdash of the Yom Kippur, that the goat that's inside the Heichal, also does it. Why have to mention only the community of Dazaravan? The Gemara says, the Miyad didn't say because he wanted to compare it to the goat of the Nasi. The Mechaper Averot mitzvah is well that it gets kapara for Averot that are known. Okay, Ravina Damar says according to Ravina who says that there's a tradition that there's two separate menachot that need sibur, then for communities two community korbanot that need smicha kara how come I need a pasuk? You need the tradition and you need the pesukim. Why? Only the pasuk have a min as if chesha misibur I would have the shlamim. We need smicha. Like the question we had in the Mishnah in the fifth perek, we said because Mishnah there are three types of korbanot and 3 types of mitzvot, and we said we have a kava. We should bring a kava chomer that what Zriche Shamei Tzibur to Nizmicha Mika Vachomer. The Korbanot of a Shamim should need Zmicha because of a Kavachomer. Mashmiach, each like some a private Shamim, Shen to Nizmicha Haim does not need to be waived while it's alive. To Nizmicha Haim, they still need Zmicha while alive, while the community Shamim, which needs to be waived while alive, Sheshavashar needs Zmicha. Therefore, we also need the tradition. If we knew that it was only tradition, we do not know which one it's from. Kamashman, therefore, we need the pasuk to teach us that it's for the similar to the Nasi. To me, the Nasi is comparable to the Nasi's Chatat, and Chaparah, but that it's for Avirot, gives kapara for Avirot that are done publicly. Okay. Kol kavanot hayachid telling smicha. All private kavanot need smicha. Chut mi bachor maaser pesach except for the bachor maaser and korban pesach. To run on. Korban mentions his korban, la bachor, not the bachor, excluding the bachor. She'achal b'leinu because he was otherwise eating live. Like Yamashlim like Kashlamim. She'en kidush rechem. It's not kadosh while it's in the belly. Because only kadosh after you designated after it's alive, it's born. Tunin tmicha yishlan tmicha bachor. So bachor shekusham be'rechem. It is kadosh while it's in the belly. It's potential of bachor. In an addition to tmicha, so for sure needs tmicha. To know if the pasuk is korbanah, the bachor excludes it. Korbanah mentions korbanah, the maaser excludes maaser. She'achal b'leinu because you also think about it from a kavachomer. Umashlim Yashamim, Shem Makdashim Fnim Varachrim does not make Kadosh before or after. It means Smicha, when it needs Smicha. It needs Smicha, Maaser, so Maaser, Shem Kadesh Lefnim Varachra, they can make something Kadosh before and after, like we had before. The guy mistakenly counts the ninth or 11th animal instead of the 10th. It also makes it Kadosh. And it needs Smicha, so which also needs Smicha. Therefore, Tamil Pasuk excludes it by saying Korbanov Lo Maaser, excludes Maaser. Okay. Korban mentions korban as well. His korban, v'lo pesach, not korban pesach. Shadenu, because also he thought logically. Mashlim mishlamim she'enu ba'amod ba'aveh. There's no chiyuv to bring it per se. Tinu smicha and smicha pesach regarding korban pesach she'u ba'amod ba'aveh. There is a chiyuv to bring korban pesach every year. And then smicha for sure needs smicha. Therefore, Tamar pasuk says korbanot to exclude v'lo pesach no pesach. It's a mifrach. 1 second. It's not a good kavachomer. Mashlim korban shlamim she'ken to in sachim t'mat hazel shok. It's different than other korban because it needs nisachim and waving of the chest and thigh. This does not apply by the other korbanot of Pesach, Maaser, and Bechor. Therefore, the word says, "K'ray asmach alma." The pesukim are more of a allusion, a hint. Ela, if that's the case, "K'ray lamni." I need the pasuk at all. Korbanot, v'lo korban mechavero. The word korbanot excludes. Not you don't do smicha on your friend's korban. Korbanot v'lo korban avdachim. You also don't do korban on the avodas of a goy's korban. And korbanot l'rabot kol ba'alei korban smicha also includes all owners of the korban of smicha. They're all chayav. So if they have 5 people buying one korban, one all of them have to do korban smicha, not just one of them. Okay. Hayoresh smich, when he says the heir does smicha. Then I have Hananya kamei Rabba. Yoresh inu smich, the heir of a owner of a korban is not smicha. Yoresh inu memer also he can't do timura. But another number Mishnah says Yarosh Temech, but maybe to Tzachav Umamer is all of them. Gemara says Amarle Ech Bai. Should I reverse what I say to follow the Mishnah? The Gemara says no. Amarle no. Gemara says Metatin Mani Rebidai. It's Mishnah according to Rebidai. The number says Yarosh Temech, Yarosh Mimar, Rebidai Mary, and Yarosh Temech, Yarosh Mimar. Therefore, it's the Machloket. My son Rebidai. Why does Rebidai say it doesn't work? It does work. Korbanov lo korban aviv. You don't do zicha on your korban, not your father's. V'yalif tichtat hadesh misof hadesh. And if you also learn the beginning of the kedusha from the end of the kedusha, just like masof hadesh. Yoresh Enos Mesh, like the end of the kedusha, the child does not do smicha for his father's korban. After Kadesh, Yoresh Enos Mesh, the beginning of kedusha, the son cannot do timura on his father's korban. But right now, Hamim, no. Hamer Yamir, but Yoresh when pasuk mentions timura, mentions it twice, teach you that even the child is chayav in the laws of timura. But you have safek desh mitzvah hadesh. You learn from the end of the kedusha, from the beginning of the kedusha, mas kadesh. Yoresh, remember like in the beginning of the kedusha, the child can do timura. Af sof hadesh Yoresh regarding the end of the kedusha. The child can effectively make smicha. Rabbanan Kochachamim, Hai Korbanah, Hai Agli, what do they do this word of Korbanah? Korbanah v'lo Korbanah v'rachamim, they exclude the Avodah Zarah. Korbanah v'lo Korbanah, not a friend. Korbanah v'lerabat kulam, Korbanah smicha, it teaches all owners of the Korban das smicha. Rabbi Kon B'da lerabat Korbanah smicha, that I don't need to include other owners for smicha. Inami Itlain, even if I want to say he holds that, but I learn from different pasuk. I had to get this right because 2 pasukim remain extra. How the Korbanah v'lo Korbanah, one word, one time mentions Korbanah and not his friend. Not his father. About Kolon and Korban, also the pasuk teaches you another one teaches you that all owners of the Korban are chayav for smicha. What is the actual word of substituting? Min barle the Rabot Isha, particularly women, Chayavin Timura, the Tiber says, the Fisha Konyan, Kulanim, the Better Levashun Zachar, since the entire part of Timura only mentions male, Mas Sofin on the Rabot Isha. How do we know that a woman's Chayav if she does Timura as well? That if she makes substitute animal, they're both Kadosh, and it doesn't substitute it. The Mudumar, Hamari Mir, does Lashon. The Ravan Darshim Be'imi, that Hamin learned that a woman's Chayav in the word Ve'im. Vribida does not, it's not considered extra, Ve'im, no, the Rish has the word Ve'im is extra to learn.